Hey there, Chad here. Thanks for joining me. This is Rising Star 2 and Inches from Glory. We are kind of in the middle of a series of nearby gigs, and we're just going to really quick practice up these songs. I'm wondering, I don't think we're close enough to home. Let's see, will we be, well, we'll be in Champaign. We can probably be home here and have some songs to play starting then, just in time for our upcoming tour. So I'm thinking, yeah, maybe what I do, instead of practicing all of them, I go with 3 of them. And we'll practice these a couple of times when we can. Try to get them up to ready for prime time. So we'll practice those. Saul made a lot of money. He's kind of happy with us, is usually the way I like to interpret this. All that practice will pay off tonight. We have a gig in Fort Wayne. We need to get going. Appreciate it. So 28 points isn't quite going to get us where I was hoping we'd be for our tour, but we're getting closer. And that's a good thing. But first, let's head to Fort Wayne. Michael Burton Theater. Okay, well, we're going to use the chauffeur. We don't want to get lost. Oh, we get to do more songs this time. That's outstanding. And I think, as we know, yeah, Indiana trust is down, and that hurts because a couple of our really good songs, like Broken Photographs, are trust songs. So Indiana is like the worst place for us to be playing right now, is what it comes down to. We'll do the order of things. They didn't love that, but yeah, you know, what are you going to do? Silent Tears needs to go. And we really need to get out of this mode of homegrown not being liked. Hopefully at the end of the month here, that might change again, but only if our luck changes. And Dreams is not ready. Authority Figure, we could probably squeeze in. We need some red songs though. Well, looks like it's going to be these 2. And maybe Cool Kid Table. I don't think this is going to break things. It might cut it close, but we are seeing that, you know, we're not driving the crowd crazy. So I would bet we're on the lighter side of all those percentages. This should work just fine. Let's see how close to sold out we're at. 4,000. Okay, that works. Audience is getting interested. Yeah, we're absolutely fine on audience energy. We got 75%. Take that. 2 new song ideas across the board. A little bit of money in the pocket. They like Wi-Fi in the Wilderness. We'll keep playing it. Actually, everything got some love, didn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Everything got a little bit of love. That's good. And our popularity went up. 21 copies of our album, 28 shirts. We'd like to see more shirts going out the door, but that's all right. And not a whole lot of new information here. The order of things I thought would do a little better. It's one that we had been getting some likes on. Okay, I want to check and see. Freedom Learns is one we have marked, right? Freedom Learns. Yep, it's marked. Okay. And there we go. I like the commercials that he tosses in there for his product. It's fantastic. Okay, and next is Champaign. We can head over to Champaign. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to hit map. There we go. There it is. All right. And Shirley Arias Theater. Well, we're going to drive to this one. It's just right up here. I am curious what our attitudes are right now. And okay, so we can bring those trust songs back in, and that'll be a good day for us. So trust songs, high. So Broken Photographs, which means we're going to get rid of the order of things, put in Broken Photographs. We can bring in Silent Tears, which means let's get rid of the Cool Kids Table. Silent Tears. This one will go here. That should be good. And then I do want to just make sure that we're not forgetting anything here. Nope, should be good. Okay, we're going to have at it. There they come. That one really kicked it that time. And then what's Silent Tears do for us? Puts us to the top. Look at that. Just in time. Only 2,600 folks. So yeah, good chance we were going to charge the audience better. But very nice. Broken Photographs. Lots of love. Good popularity bump. 59 copies of our album. 99 shirts. There we go. That's what I like to see. And about a quarter of the, not quite. 6 of the folks were there for us. Broken Photographs, Silent Tears. They're kicking it for us. That's good.
I can feel the magic in the air.
He can indeed feel the magic. Let's go home because we want to try to practice up some songs still. We're going to be cutting it close on those. And we are at home. I want to check our schedule. I don't think we have anything Friday or Saturday. Yeah, so we'll have 2 more days to practice songs. I definitely want to, and obviously we have to spend one of those days making sure everything's refreshed because we saw what happens when you don't do that. Let's go ahead and just practice these 3 again and cross our fingers. We have a gig in Chicago. We must start driving there now to get there on time. We knew that. Okay, well, these will be ready for the tour. These won't quite be ready, unfortunately, although we won't quite be able to get home tonight from Chicago. It's an overnight, so we won't have practice. That's all right. I didn't really plan for that as a practice day anyway, so it's not actually painful. And okay, so what do we have in Illinois? Trust is high. Doubt. We don't have doubt songs, I don't think. So we can get rid of a couple of these that aren't highly loved. And we're definitely keeping Silent Tears. We'll get rid of these. I do like to, usually I'll play with them a little more, but I feel so constrained right now. It just feels like I need to go with what I can. And that's these. We could like pop Dreams I Never Had in there. Just, I mean, instead of like Structure of Society, let's do that. I don't know how badly an 86 song, I don't know how badly that goes. If it is bad, we'll know shortly. Let's see what happens. I usually wait until they're in the 93 and above before I'll actually play them in front of a crowd, but let's try something new. Okay, well, they didn't love it, but they didn't love much of it. So 20,000 folks, that was going to be a tough call. All right, well, I bet 3 people might have leveled there. Got some money on that gig. And yeah, they didn't love that song or it didn't get any popularity, but maybe we didn't really think it would anyway. I don't think 400 people were here for us, though. That's good. I would have liked to sell a few more shirts. Probably should have. I didn't pay attention to the size of the venue. I think I would have not played that song had I been really paying close attention. Yeah, and this is why. Because they didn't use any energy really, because they didn't love that song. And it's okay that they didn't love it, but the without the energy drop off, I mean, it only lost 8 points here. It should have lost enough to get them down below 50 so that Photographs would have really kicked it for them. But actually, we would have been cutting it close anyway. So, all right, that's on me. I should have thought about that a little harder. And wow, 4 people leveled. I thought it was just going to be 3. We're going to go ahead and go home. And hopefully we have 2 more days to practice. That's my hope. First, we will level all these folks up. We'll start at the bottom. All right. What can you bring us, Xavier? Get some business experience. We need his stage presence to be really good, I think. He's doing real well in repair. I'm not going to mess with that. Give him 1 play. And he's supposed to be my backup lyricist. Then we'll go to Angel. She's doing real well in lyrics, actually. I don't really need to worry about that too much. She's got a lot of bump in playing equipment. Let's add the rest into stage presence. Start getting that worked on. Kiwi, there we go. And I Yeah, I think that'll work. And finally, Chad. His stage presence is doing really well. His playing's doing well. I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, okay, going with that. Beyond that, we're going to practice a couple more times and then prepare for our tour. So practice. As you can see, some things are starting to fall off. It is the first. We still have homegrown is popular here. And unfortunately, because I only see 3 things popular, that means it is still negative everywhere else. So it might make sense to cut some of those songs is what I'm thinking. So let's sort by attitude. Can we sort by, we can. Let's only look at homegrown songs. Okay. Well, I think we haven't even practiced this one up yet. So we're not going to cut it, but we're going to sit on it for now. Hometown Heart. I mean, it does well when it's being played. Probably keep that. I'm thinking these songs that have some exposure but haven't really, we need to do this from this screen. That's my bad. All right, homegrown. So let's look at buzz first. Okay, never played, makes sense, doesn't have any buzz. This one was played in front of 5,000 folks, hasn't scored anything. We're going to go ahead and salvage it. I was thinking about maybe archiving it, but the fact is they're not driving any demand. So we can't play them right now, might as well salvage them. And we'll do that for any of these that are, like this. There's only going to be a couple of those, I think, but then we're going to have to make some decisions. This one actually does have some popularity and some buzz, but how much is it? Oh, no, we're salvaging that. Okay. And then Raised to Stay might be in the same boat. Yeah, 34,000, not enough demand for that. And it's going to be at least another month before we can play it in most places. So not worth keeping. Now this one was doing okay. It's got some buzz. It's been played for a lot of folks. We can't salvage it. We could archive it. I think we'll go ahead and do that. Let's archive this because we're not going to play it. And is there like a thumbs down tag? There's not. We've got this guy. I kind of want to mark it like it, I don't know which one I want to use to say it's out of favor right now. It's a good song, but out of favor. This means it's doing okay. I don't know what to say for out of favor. Trash it? No, that's not what we're going to do. We're just going to do that. We'll archive it. Hopefully I remember to come back and use it again in the future. Close that one. These Old Roads. It's doing okay. And maybe we go ahead and keep this one on the docket so I kind of remember that I had those homegrown songs to work with. That's what I'm kind of thinking. So we cut back a little bit here on the number of songs we have. That's important. Now when we come into practice, what is all? It's 23. So we cut back 5 songs. That's good. What is less good is that we have to repractice a bunch of these right now. How come these dropped as much as they did? I thought we were... Oh, these are ones we hadn't done yet. That's why. Okay, so settle down, Chad. Let's go by sort by date written. That makes sense. These are up here because of that. Yep, that makes sense. And let's only do the ones below max skill. So that brings these back into 100%. That's good, which is important right before our tour starts. These aren't going to quite catch enough, but we should be able to, well, you know what? We're going to cut those. We should be able to play these on tour. We should gain 4 points on each of these. So let's do that. And we do need to start rolling to Oklahoma City, it says. I thought we would have another day, but it says we don't. And last time I challenged it, I was wrong. So I think we're going to pay attention to what he's telling us and do what it says. We will definitely get these songs in our first list of songs. We'll get it in our first gig. We'll hit those up. And there you have it. Okay, so let's get out of there and let's call that an episode. I'm going to go ahead and run right over here. Going to save this one. We will pick up right here as we head to Oklahoma City for a requested concert. And I hope to see you there. Beyond that, thanks for your time. And until that video, fair travels.